What's going on, y'all? As you can tell, Little Nips Machine's back at the shop this weekend. Last weekend, Taryn and them made a trip up to Liberal, Kansas, and went and picked up his engine from the engine builder. So he brought it down here so that we can get everything buttoned up on it, put together on it, and get it officially ready for racing. This weekend will be the first fire up since we've had it back, so stay tuned for that. But we got to get the engine going, got to get the wiring all put on, got to block the rear end, get it set. I'm not sure if we're going to have to mess with the front end at all or not, but got some work to do on this thing to get her ready. But yeah, you guys are going to see the first fire up here first, so stay tuned for that. We're looking forward to seeing how this thing sounds. It ought to be pretty spicy, so that's gonna be cool. So we'll have some time lapse going up on that, probably, more than likely. I got some more parts from my car. I got my parts for my front end to put my front wheel back together, and I got some new radius rods for the front end as well because I need those to be a little bit longer. Seems to have my rod ends pushed all the way out. So we're going to get that fixed. Got a new throttle spring, so we're going to get that put on. And my brake caliper showed up for the rear end. So we got that for us. We're going to get that put on. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it put on this weekend necessarily because I forgot to get pads. So still got to get some pads for that. And then front bumpers and rear bumper and my car will be officially complete. Thank the good Lord up above. Don't look like you guys got too much more work done on this thing.
Yeah, we got the front end space and the rear end space.
You blocked? Did you get it blocked, or just spaced out?
We got it spaced out. We ended up getting the pan hard bar on it.
Heck yeah!
It took a little while to get it because we couldn't find the right
long enough rod or the mount.
Yeah, we couldn't find the mount because on one side the threading is inverted, so we had to find an inverted thread for the mount. And then, I think all we have to do left is get carbs, which we already have some on the way. I'm pretty sure. My headers are one of these up there. We're gonna mess with the wiring, and then after the wiring, we're gonna mess around with my seat, get me fitted. Possibly, we might have to spread the seat out because I'm a little chunky for that thing.
It was a little tight on me.
Yeah, I barely fit in there. But
the dude that had it was he was about this big around. So
other than that, it's a roller. So I mean, we could really have it on the ground right now and finish what we need to finish. But we haven't put it on the ground because we haven't had anybody really
here. Yeah, she's not sitting on a stand yet. They got the metal up there to get it built, so he's had to get that built soon.
We also have to drill these out to put new pins in. We have to put
new springs
all over for my panels. And I think that's about it.
Yep.
So it's little stuff, but little stuff takes time.
It does. It takes the longest. I mean, the big stuff's the easy part. It's the little stuff that takes so long. So, but anyway, just wanted to show you guys a little bit about what we get going on this weekend, what we're gonna get done. We're going to try to get a few of the cars out to the track next weekend for practice, so we got to get these things dialed in and ready to rip. So.
Oh yeah. Well, we got different mounts to it too.
What's wrong?
Well, you need to put the one that goes to it. Where's it at?
I think we're trying to figure out the mount situation because sitting.
The engine's got to go more down to get that.
You have to respace it, like the front and back end.
Well, yeah.
It's gonna get reblocked and all that stuff. We gotta reset, which he got a lot of stuff fixed on the rear end that found that he was having issues with last season. So it's freed up. It's freed up, not bound up anymore. He got all new shocks around it, got new shocks rebuilt, got the stabilizer links put in.
Did he send the block off or was it the whole engine?
No, he sent the whole engine off. The whole engine. It got completely rebuilt. So it is a fresh unit. So, but anyway, we're gonna get after it. So we'll get a time lapse thrown up so you guys can follow along of the process, and we'll catch up with y'all in a little while. What's going on, guys? I don't think we've gotten any video here. We got to the track and we actually got here late, so we got everything unloaded and jumped right in the car. So I know I jumped right into mine and got out there. First time having it on the track, it was a little sketchy. For some reason, I don't really know why just yet, but when I hit the turns, which you guys will see in a little, probably seen before this, when I hit the turns, it would, and I let out the throttle, it would yank me hard right. So I don't know what the heck the deal was with that. And when I tried to get off the track or whatever, I could not turn right. So I'm gonna have to look into that. But another thing is we've got a daggum oil leak, which I think is due to this cover. I found the leak last night, but I tightened everything up and thought, okay, maybe it's not. I ran it a little bit, and I was like, it's not leaking now. Maybe we're okay. Until I came in and got out of the car, and my foot started slipping trying to get out of the car. So we're gonna get that figured out and hopefully get it back out there and try again. But Aiden's getting ready to get strapped in his car. We had a little bit of things to do on his car when we first got here, but he's getting ready to go out, and then Brent should be getting ready to go out on his too. So we'll get some video of that and see how that goes for them, and we'll go from there. So we'll catch up to you in a bit.
We got Aiden going out now, finally. We had to wait on some cars to get off the track.
Race with your list inside the car or what?
That's pretty much what happened. Yeah, I'm excited for stop this video right here to remind you to please like and subscribe to our channel. If you like micro sprint racing, working on motorcycle engines, learning how to tune these cars, or even building small block Chevy engines, that's what we do. So please like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.
Alright, well, we have all three went out. We think we figured out what's wrong with my car. I got the oil pressure issue fixed. Still leaking a little bit of oil, but I think I'm gonna reseal this cover here. It technically doesn't have a gasket on it. Suzuki doesn't call for it, but we're gonna get it sealed up. Put some gasket maker on it. Oh, dang, my leg is soaked with oil. Cool. But yeah, that's that on mine. And then we are pretty positive that the torsion arm or torsion bar back here is broke, because when you pull down on this guy, that torsion bar over there, that torsion arm does not move, and it should.
Well, not necessarily.
Well, and the fact that yeah, but it shouldn't be into the tire that way either.
Here's the thing too, is one of these might be stripped or something, because look how high your rear end is. It's supposed to only be about 3 inches.
Yeah, it's definitely not how it was set. It's the same way over here.
So we might have bad. One of the deals over here is probably bad. Torsion arm adjusters.
Well, we will have to dig into it at the shop. I think my car's done. No sense in running it anymore, because it's not handling very good. It's, you know, going into the turns, it wants to shoot hard right. Can't have that. I don't want to trash it. I'd rather save it, as much as it sucks to say. Go back to the shop, figure out what the heck's going on, get it fixed, and try again next weekend on that. Aiden's
is good. Besides, we have fuel issues. We came out here just to see what the car would do. We have a whole new fuel system coming in this coming week. So we'll put a whole new fuel system on. So we're not gonna have any fuel issues. We're using old fuel pumps and stuff. We just wanted to come get some laps, fill the car. Our bolt for our front gear, our drive gear, backed out. I guess we forgot to put Loctite on it. I guess.
yeah, so the chain came off.
We had a 4:30 night last night. So
yeah.
4:30 in the morning night.
Yeah,
so there was some things that we forgot. That's why we got here. We were still working on the car. I don't know if we videoed any of that or not.
We didn't get any video of that, but I did tell them that we got here late and we were rushing and trying to get, you know,
trying to get things done.
Yeah, trying to get them out there on the track and get a feel for it.
I was gonna do some in-car footage, but I forgot my GoPro mount for helmets or even the roll bar.
Yeah.
So we weren't able to do that. But when we go next weekend and when we go racing, we will have some in-car footage.
Yeah, we plan on coming back out here next weekend with possibly all 5 cars.
But Aiden said, you know, the amount of power it did have, it felt great.
It feels. The power is definitely there, but like you said, the fuel issues we have, it just kept bogging out real bad as I went into the turns. And then another thing I'm gonna have to do is for sure get another seat, because that seat's like real low. These are real low, so it's
temporary.
It's like touching my shoulders, so like I have no room to turn. So
Yeah, that was.
It felt like when it wasn't bogging, it felt like it was like instant power right then and there, though. So.
Well, we've got some work to do. Brent's car, he said that as far as handling went, we didn't get to watch. I didn't get to watch. I was messing with my car. But he said as far as handling went, he said it handled great and he felt good in the car, but it was bogging and cutting out. So we think he doesn't have the best fuel system either. So we're going to have to get his fuel pump and whatnot figured out. Probably get the same pumps that we have on my car and Colton's car, put on his. Then his would be good, or should be good. But yeah, all in all, was not a great practice session. I think all of us got to run one, and it's not what we wanted. We wanted to try to come out here and run, like, you know, at least a couple of them, if not 3. But you know, it's part of racing. It's also another thing to keep in mind is, aside from Brent's car, I mean, it's a new car because it's new to us, and you know, we didn't build that car. We got to get his dialed in. Aiden's is you know, a freshly put together car. Mine is basically a whole new car, which I have some things that I want to try to fix on mine as well. I want to get a new rear axle because it's got a 52 inch instead of a 54, and then my front axle, my right front or left front wheel has got a little bit of play in it because the hole in the kingpin's worn out. But I was just like, you know what? We'll get it out there and see what it feels like, get it on the track, and try to get an idea of what we were going to be working with. But like I said, it's part of racing. This is what the practice days are for. We will get it fixed, and and try again next weekend. So for now, we will catch up with you guys later. Alright guys, we made it back to the shop. We're gonna start working on getting all this stuff unloaded. Probably, I know I'm gonna wash my car. I don't know if everybody else is or not, but no, I'm gonna wash mine and get it back in the shop, get it on the stand, and figure out what the heck is going on in the rear axle. But just wanted to show you guys. We made it back, and we're gonna get the cars put on the little wash pad here, or at least mine, anyways, like I said, and get it cleaned up, and then we'll show you guys once we find out what the heck went wrong, and see what we can do about getting it fixed. So we'll catch up with y'all in a minute.
Everybody, I'm about to be tearing into my engine completely and rebuilding it. We got all these parts I gotta clean up and get rolling again. But this thing's about to go back together. Hopefully I can get most of this thing done tonight and then finish it up tomorrow maybe. So that way maybe I can go practice this weekend. But I'm not gonna rush it, because I want to make sure it's done right, and plus these guys over here, we gotta get these guys on point. So my car's already pretty much set up, ready to roll. Just gotta get a motor on it and get it rewired, and suspension wise though, it's good to go. So we gotta get Bryson's dialed, Brent's dialed, and Aiden's dialed, and whenever Taryn gets here, his dial also. So we'll get back with y'all here soon. All right, everybody. Well, got that block tore apart. Got this block tore apart. Got two blocks here. The crank, like I said before, the crank on number 4 was burnt up. So I pulled this block. It was a short block. Pulled this one apart. I'm going to use this crank. Probably end up using this block because this block's in a better shape than the other one. But put this thing back together the way it is. New bearings and stuff, and new rings, and we'll be good to go. But just wanted to give you an update on what we got going on here. I'm gonna try to get this thing back together tomorrow. I'm gonna put it in the parts washer in the morning, and maybe afternoon, we'll see, depending on how work goes. But we'll put it in the parts washer, get it all cleaned up, looking brand new again, and then get this thing built. So maybe we can get this thing going before this weekend. Like I said, I'm not gonna rush it, but if it goes smoothly and does what it needs to do, then we'll definitely do it. Bryson's car, I don't know if we've done an update video on it. We believe we had a torsion bar adjuster, I think on this side, that was stripped out. So that's what set the car on the ground. Brent's, it's just fuel. He needs to clean his carbs, go through them. Aiden, we got to put the chain back on, find another bolt for his sprocket down there, where his drive gear goes. And then we're going to put a fuel regulator on it and get this one going back to how it's supposed to be. And then Taryn, he's supposed to be coming over, and he's going to put a rectifier on his car and get it going, and we'll go from there on that one. So that's it for tonight. I'm going inside, showering, and going to bed. We'll catch y'all later. All right, boys and girls, it is Monday. I have a mess over here, but the car is running. It's late, so I'm not going to start it up right now. I'll start it up tomorrow, but y'all see it in the video. It is running. I had to redo a bunch of wiring. I gotta get my or my switch panel mounted to my dash. I gotta get gauges put in. That's something I'm doing tomorrow. You know, zip tie the rest of this wiring, and then put Nerf bars back on, put wheels and tires back on, and finish my Zeus pins up here. And then we gotta get, I have a number on the back of my tail tank, obviously, but we gotta get a number put on the hood, and I gotta get numbers, 3 numbers printed out for this one, that one, and then maybe Bryson's. You know, his ain't here obviously, but maybe Bryson's if he decides to race. And I think Taryn still has numbers on his, so I don't think we gotta do his. But as far as that goes, you know, this thing's coming together. I just have my rectifier to finish, and all electrical will be done. So that's the good note about it. And this wiring harness that I built, because I did all of it. I shaved it, got rid of all the wiring that we didn't need on the ECU. It took a minute to get it all figured out, because there's not really any wiring schematics on any of this online or anything like that. So, you know, using ChatGPT and then looking up pictures and stuff of other sensors and stuff, trying to figure out what's what. That's how I did it. It was a pain in the butt, but I'm glad it's done and we don't have to mess with it no more. So it's running, and that's all we need. So I'm about finished up for the night, and we'll go from there.
Run!